You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you. And all the fake friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you.
Good morning and welcome back to my channel where I'm documenting my journey on the Optavia 5-in-1 plan. And if you're new to my channel or you don't know what Optavia is, I've linked the information in the description box below. Please feel free to reach out to me. So you saw that I made my first fueling of the day, the golden chocolate chip pancakes. They're one of my favorites. So I like to take them to work and have them with black coffee. And speaking of work, I am going to head out. You will see what I have for my second fueling, and then hopefully I'll be home for lunch.
That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
Well, I'm home for lunch. You saw what I had for my second fueling, the wild strawberry shake. And then you saw what I had for my third fueling, the sour cream and chive mashed potatoes. So I had it plain. I didn't waffle it or add a cheese wedge because the lean and green that I'm going to make tonight requires all three of my condiments. So what I am going to have tonight is a recipe by Stacy Hawkins. I know, shocking. I'm not doing one from Sandy's Kitchen. But anyway, I am doing lemon herbed salmon with feta salad. So I am very excited because I love the Mediterranean style food and I love salmon. I think I'm gonna cook it out on the grill and then you serve that with the feta salad along with one more green. The recipe itself is 1 lean, 2 green, and 3 condiments. So I'll need to add another green to that, which I think I'm going to do the garlic and herb riced cauliflower. Okay, I am going to head back to work. You'll see what I have for my fourth fueling, and then I'll be home to make my lean and green. And Mike is coming over, so it's always interesting to see what he thinks about these meals. All right, I will see you then. Okay, well, I made it home from work and it's time to make the lean and green, the lemon herbed salmon with feta salad. So, like I said before, this is a recipe from Stacy Hawkins and she does a lot of Optavia recipes as well. So, her recipe is for 4 people. I am just making it for 2 people, so I'll be cutting it in half. The recipe calls for salmon, of course, and as you know from my previous videos, I love the salmon from wildfork.com. It usually cooks down to be right about 5 ounces. So I have that thawed out. It calls for the juice of half a lemon and the zest, and it calls for her Stacy Hawkins Dash of Desperation seasoning. Now, unfortunately, I have not purchased any of Stacy's seasonings. So I Googled it, and the Dash of Desperation is garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and parsley. I'm not sure if I have any parsley, but I do have the other seasonings, so I'll just use that. And then it calls for 1 cup of English or Persian cucumbers diced. Well, my friend Michelle has a great garden, and she just gave me a bunch of cucumbers and zucchinis. So I'll be chopping up this cucumber after I wash it and peel it. And then it calls for 3/4 cup of grape tomatoes diced, which I have. And then it calls for 1/4 cup of scallions or red onions, sliced fine, and I'll be using the red onion. And it also calls for 2 tablespoons of feta cheese, which I have. And it calls for Mediterranean seasoning, which I do not have, but I do have this all-purpose Greek seasoning. So that's what I'll be using in place of Stacy's seasoning. And then a pinch of sea salt and 1/2 tablespoon of apple cider or red wine vinegar. I'll probably use my red wine vinegar. So what I'm gonna do first is make a lemon sauce using the juice of half of a lemon and the rind and a pinch of the Mediterranean, or in my case, Greek seasoning. And then I'm gonna brush that on the salmon and sprinkle a dash of desperation seasoning, which of course I'm doing a little bit combination of garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. And then in her recipe, it calls for baking it in the oven. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a foil packet to be placed on the grill. So I have this old grill, and Mike ordered a bunch of new parts for it and fixed it all up, and we have not used it yet. So I'm going to make the foil packets and then cook the salmon on the grill when Mike gets here. But in the meantime, I'm gonna make the feta salad and refrigerate it so it kind of marinates. So what's in that feta salad is the cucumber and the diced tomatoes and the red onion and the red wine vinegar and obviously the feta cheese and more Mediterranean seasoning and sea salt. So I'm gonna get started with that. I'm gonna first make my foil packets with the salmon and the lemon sauce. And then I'm gonna put those aside and make the feta salad. And I will turn the camera down so you can see exactly what I'm doing.
Friends just keep pretending. That's how the little things get huge. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby. Baby. Baby.
I have my feta salad marinating in the refrigerator. I have my foil wrap of the salmon with my lemon sauce and Greek seasoning and my dash of desperation seasoning ready to go on the grill when Mike gets here. So I'm gonna heat up a cup of rice that I have frozen for Mike to have with his salmon. Now, the Stacey Hawkins recipe only comes to 2 greens. However, I have been munching on some cucumber slices with some salt and pepper while I prepared this because I am starving. So I will call that my 3rd green and not have the cauliflower rice. So I will show you what all that looks like once we grill the salmon and get it plated up. All right, so I tried a new recipe tonight, the lemon herb salmon with feta salad. What did you think?
Perfect. It
was good?
Fantastic. I loved it.
And I made you a cup of rice to go with it.
Which I, of course, love.
But how'd you like the cucumbers and the tomato feta salad?
Yeah, that was really tasty too. I just love the fish, the salmon. You don't need a knife. You just flake it off a slice at a time, and it's so juicy. And
could you taste the lemon?
Oh yeah, I could taste the lemon, and the vegetables were a good side, and the rice was a good side. I always love rice though.
Yeah.
I'll eat rice all day.
I didn't get any because I don't get to have rice, but
Sorry.
That's okay. I enjoyed the feta salad. So we are watching The Firm with Tom Cruise. It's hard to believe that movie is 30 years old. That's crazy. But we are going to finish that, and then Mike is going to head home, and I will see you for my last fueling. Okay, well, it's time for my last fueling, and I'm going to have the cinnamon sugar sticks and make myself some hot tea. But before I do that, I wanted to show you guys the last 2 dresses that I bought on Amazon and am taking to convention. I have labeled them X and Y. So I will play that here after I'm done talking, and I would love to know how you guys rank the dresses. I have been looking at some of the information regarding the Optavia convention. It's the first time I've ever gone, and in the past apparently they've done a gala night. I'm not sure that they're doing one this time, so I don't know exactly how formal I have to be. I'm going to way overpack, as usual, but I like the 2 dresses that I just got. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna wear them. I obviously can't wear all of them, but I do appreciate your input. I am excited to go to convention. I fly out tomorrow. It's in Atlanta, and I am so excited to meet my coach, Ashley Kisner. She's been my coach now for about a year, and we've had a lot of Zooms, but we've never met in person. So that's super exciting. And her Revive tribe, I'm also really excited to meet. So anyway, I am going to leave you with the images of my last 2 dresses, X and Y. Please let me know what you think as far as how they fit in and what's the favorites. If you need to follow up, I will also link the video where I showed you the first 6 dresses, A, B, C, D, E, and F. And then I will say goodnight. If you like this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel. And tick that notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. And I will not be posting a video this coming Friday. That I will be right in the middle of convention, and then I come home on a Sunday. So I will try to take some videos while I'm there, kind of let you guys meet everyone that I am meeting, and I will either post it Sunday or Monday. But you have a great night and a great weekend, and I will see you next time.